Alright, what's good, fam? This your boy Eddie Charmz, founder of Charm'n Ent. For those of you who don't know, um, I've come across a lot of questions. People ask me, what's my motivation? Like, what gets me going? Where do I get my ideas for beats from? How do I make my beats for starters? Like, what program I use? um, just random stuff like that, or where do I record? And whose studio I'm in? Just, I guess the fact of the quality, which to me I don't consider my music to be high quality. I consider it to be like medium, in the sense of I've been to I guess I've been to one actual professional recording studio, but I've also heard. I mean, everyone hears music on the radio, and I listen to it. I notice my quality is nowhere near that, but I do get good quality. And I just want to answer some of the questions. As far as my motivation for instrumental beats go, I mean, I might hear a beat on the radio. It gets me, inspiration to want to go make a beat. But when I get done with it, it sounds nothing like where I started from. Only because, I have a creative mind. And, I've been in band since I was in fifth grade. I play the keyboard, I play the drums, and I have played guitar. So, I mean, when it comes to music, I mean, I have a natural sense for it. And, like I said, when I do something, I want to make it 100% mine. I don't like to sample because when you sample, it's just a remake of what somebody else did. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would feel honored if my music was sampled later on down the line. But as far as sampling, I don't really like it. And I'm not trying to diss anyone who does sample because, I mean, there are a lot of sample tracks that are really hot, especially in the old school. I mean, you found a lot of tracks that are basically samples of old school, like Ice Cube, "Today Was a Good Day," or you can go across a Notorious B.I.G. Big Papa, which was sampled. I believe it was Marvin Gaye. But you have a lot of songs like that, and that has been incorporated to the rap music. We'll get into that later. And I get questions like, "What's my motivation?" Stuff like that. Well, before I get into that, say I consider myself like a hip hop producer, a hip hop artist, because I do rap as well. And I guess what motivates me is rap music, ironically, even though I do consider myself to be hip hop. But I just want to take some time to explain that. When I turn on the radio, and like I said before I get started, anything I say, I'm just keeping 100% real of what I feel and what I believe. I'm not trying to discriminate or hate on anyone else's music, especially if you've already made it to the radio. You are somewhere that I want to be, so I'm not dissing your music at all because apparently your music was good enough to make it there. So big props to everyone who has made it, and everyone has succeeded in any sorts of way, even if it's just cover songs. But anyways, get back to what I was saying. I turn on the radio and I hear something that honestly has no meaning to it. Like, what does the song mean? Where is it coming from? And I'm just like, I don't want to be that dude. And when I hear stuff like that, it gives me motivation. I want to go back to the Clove, is where I call my studio, my recording studio. I call it the Clove, which is actually at my house. But I mean, I make do with what I have, and it makes me want to make another track or make another beat or get some kind of idea and write it down because, I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me how it's music that has no meaning and it's actually making number one on the Billboard charts. I mean, I don't know what's number one right now. I'm just saying, as a, I guess, example. And that just gives me motivation. And you'll see most music like that. It'll come from hip or from rap. I mean, you have hip hop, and it's what I consider like real MCing, because you'll have music that's gonna talk about. I mean, you had Public Enemy, that just brought up a lot of issues that were happening, like in the world. And I know a lot of people laugh at Flavor Flav, but if you listen to some of his music, man, it has like real meaning to it. And you have artists like Tupac. I mean, everyone knows Tupac. He was actually a poet. You have to excuse me, but I mean, in his poetry, he talks about stuff that he's went through, stuff in his life, which you can also hear that kind of poetry from Eminem or in some instance Ti. And in the sense, that's the kind of MCer that I want to be, or producer I want to be. I don't want to talk about something that's pointless. I want to give you something that's either going to be real MCing, let's talk about stuff that's happening in the world, or stuff that I've been through, or something like that, or it's gonna be comical, which you can hear comical music and rappers delight. I believe it's in around the middle of the verses. I mean, if you just listen to it, you know it's comical or something like that. But that's the kind of music that I intend to put out and that I am putting out. And you can hear like the comical version if you go to our website, which I'll give you the link later. You can look up songs like Cookies, and which was taken from actual Bernie Mac when he did the original Kings of Comedy. Um, if you've ever seen that, you know what I'm talking about. It'd be pointless to explain it. But then you have songs like that we've done called Disney Girl, and it's basically talking about all the Disney movies, not in a bad way. So Disney, if you're listening to this, I mean I'm not dissing you at all because I love your movie, especially Lion King. That was my stuff. But anyways, so we took from stuff that we've been through, stuff that we've seen, like movies, and put it in a song to where it's comical, but it's basically breaking down the whole Disney plot of most of the movies. I mean, everyone knows the plots, whatever. Like I said, I'm not dissing Disney at all. I love your movies, but and then we can be real serious, and we go across. We listen to the song "War," which is also on our webpage. Basically, it's talking about the war, or it can be taken into two contexts. We could, we talk about the war that's happening in Afghanistan. At the same time, it's the war with the music industry, and at the same time, saying that we're ready for the war, and that when we come, we're gonna bring war because we know that's how it's gonna be when we make it there. Not if, but when. And we have the song "Savage Storm." It's basically, I'll give a little bit of, when I started rapping off in that song, that I've been doing it for years. Um, which that song actually got the motivation when I got accepted into Southeastern Oklahoma State University, located in Durant, Oklahoma, because that mascot is Savage Storm. But we have lots of stuff like that, whether it's comical or MCing, but you have those rappers that are catchphrase rappers, and for instance, I mean that's mostly in rap, to where catchphrases where basically, in my terms anyway, I don't know what Webster got to say about it, but they'll take um like they'll say something from a classical movie or something that's happened in the world, and put it in the songs to where it makes you think of that. And then of course, I mean it's really good music. You have a lot of catchphrase rappers, but that's not what I intend to be. That's not what I put out to be. I want to be a real MCer. If you feel that I'm different, just let me know, or it really doesn't matter. Maybe I'm making my own style. I don't know. Like I said, I do stuff is spontaneous in most cases. But like I put out to be more hip hop rather than rap. And I said I'm not hating on anyone that does rap music. You do what you do, and big ups to you. I hope you make it if you haven't made it already. But I want to be a hip hop artist, and it might be a little harder just because the demand right now is predominantly rap music and not hip hop. But I feel that in order to make it, you have to be different. You can't be the same in every scenario. I mean, you can't have. I mean, this is an analogy. It's pretty. I don't know. Maybe you'll catch it, maybe you won't, but it works for me. I mean, if you got two friends and they both walk up to you with a Snicker bar, I mean, it doesn't matter which one you take because they're both the same Snicker bar. But if you have a friend that walks up with a Snicker bar and a friend that walks up with a Kit Kat, then you have something to choose from. You have something that's different. Everyone that has a Snicker bar, but you have that Kit Kat, and as tempting as a Snicker bar may be because of the demand of it, I mean you might have that that temptation to want to grab that Kit Kat. And I feel that's the same with the music industry right now. I mean, you can go in, and don't get me wrong, you can be successful, being like every other artist. You can make a dance song like every other artist. You can make catchphrase song like every other artist. You can make a "I'ma kill you and your sister and brother now," just like every other artist. Or I mean, you can come in and you can be you and you can be original. And that's what I'm trying to be right now. Just like I was saying earlier, I don't like to sample beats or sample music because I like to be original. I can come and I get on my keyboard and like I have Reason pulled up right now, and I can just I guess I have my arpeggiator. I love the arpeggiator. Thank you, Reason, for that arpeggiator. But I just play something and just I pull something up and I just get a beat, and that's basically what I do. I play around on the keyboard, and just get something. I've only taken 2 keyboard lessons. It was only for 2 semesters, one in Southeastern, one at ACM. And I mean, I've learned a lot actually. I mean, I learned definitely a lot at the Academy of Contemporary Music at UCO. That's where I'm studying at right now. It's located in Bricktown. It is a sister school to UCO, and I'm doing music production. I've learned a lot. I learned Logic last semester, and that was an eye opener. Which also learned that it was similar to Pro Tools. Logic is a Windows program, and you have Pro Tools, which is on both operating systems. But right now, I am working with Reason, as you just heard. I'm working with Ableton Live. I'm also I've always been working with Fruity Loops, and I'm trying to master that program right now. Big ups to Fruity Loops. I love your program. That's what I've been using. Um, as far as Reason, I just started working on it, but I do feel that I'm comfortable enough to make some pretty good tracks in there. I've recorded vocals in Cool Edit Pro. I've recorded vocals in Pro Tools as well. I'm working on Sonar and Cubase right now. I want to be well-rounded, so if I do try to get a job at a production company or a record label, then I know pretty much every program out there, and that's I guess a tip or something I would give to any other producer, that if you want to be successful, then you have to learn everything. Don't just be closed-minded to one program. You might just want to make everything in Pro Tools. Well, even though that is, in somewhat standards to for other, recording companies, you still need to know what's going on in Reason, or how to use Ableton Live, or programs like that. So I mean, that's what I give to you anyways. Just be open-minded to everything, because I was real close-minded when I went to the school. I was like Fruity Loops, nothing else. But I'm learning that I've picked up Reason, and I love the arpeggiator. I love the redrum and stuff like that. As far as Matrix and stuff too, you just have to learn how to use it. But I know I've talked way too long right now. It's 12 minutes. I get that from my dad, I guess. But anyways, I do appreciate everyone who have checked out our music, who have downloaded our ringtones. We are over 700 ringtone downloads right now, which is, thank the Lord that we made it this far. Um, all those who have added us on Facebook, thank you. We do have a Facebook. Just look up Charm'n Ent. Google it. It's CHARM hyphen N. Well, I guess what they call it, apostrophe. I call it hyphen, apostrophe, whatever. Apostrophe N space ENT. It should pull up as the first thing on Google. Or you can do the CHARM apostrophe N dash records space Charmz. Charmz is spelled with a Z. That's CHARMZ. That's both of our pages on Facebook. And if you want to check out our webpage, just go to www.charminent.webs.com. That's charminent.webs.com. Yeah, forgive me, I messed up a little bit. Oh well, I'm only human. I'm gonna mess up. I'm not perfect. I mean, that's what I love about myself, though, But that's charminent.webs.com, man. We got free music downloads, free ringtone downloads. If you want to send us an email, you can do that, straight from the Charm'n Ent website. We also do have links to our MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, our stage. I'm not sure what else we're on, but we also Reverb Nation. That's really important. We're trying to make it #1 on the charts, and if we don't, then blessings to the person that do make it to #1. But I think that's about it. That's pretty much all I have to say. Like I said, I've talked a lot, but anything you want to know, feel free to ask. If you're an upcoming artist, producer, anything like that, and you learn from this video, I do appreciate that. And if there's something else you want to know, anything else, it doesn't matter. As far as speakers that I use, my monitors, I have my M Audio BX8s, which I just got those, and I love them. M Audio, big shout outs to you. Many people have mixed emotion about the speakers. I love them. They're perfect for what I'm doing right now. I started out with the Fostex PMO.4, and those give tremendous highs and mids. I just needed that low frequency, so I got my M Audios. But big shout out to Fostex as well. My keyboard, I have the Yamaha. It's I don't know what model it is, but it gets the job done. I use it through my MIDI. My audio interface, I have my Rolling Cakewalk, which I did get on Sweetwater.com. It was the only place I could find it. That's why I'm saying it. So big shout out to my Cakewalk UX for Effects, or yeah, UX for Effects audio interface. And I already told you my DAWs that I use, so you already got that information about how I make beats, my motivation, and like I said, anything else you want to know, feel free to check out the website. It does have my bio on there. Basically, it's in depth of what you just heard today, a lot more information. Um, as of right now, what I'm doing is making beats. That's what I do. I'm a producer. I do rap as well. If you wanna, look into getting Charm'n Ent book the show, all you gotta do is just send us an email, which, as I said, is located on the webpage. All the information you need. I do appreciate you taking time to listen to this video, and look at me talk for what, 15, 16 minutes now. I know that's a long time, but it is my birthday. I'm about to go ahead, get out. Got a lot of stuff to do. Got a barbecue happening tomorrow. It's March 17, 2011. I was born in 1988, 23 years old. Y'all holla at your boy, Eddie Charmz, founder of Charm'n Ent Records, man. We do DJ, we do studio time, anything you need. You think you can sing but not quite well, man, I'll go ahead and get auto-tune just for you. You can sound like T-Pain too. Alright. But like I said, big ups to everyone who's made it, man. Big up to those who are trying to make it right now, inspiring artists. um and that's pretty much it. So y'all just stay tuned. Y'all want the website, it should be popping up by my mouth somewhere. If I'm doing it real good in YouTube, like I think I know how to do. If I don't, then I just said that for no reason. Anyways, so y'all just stay tuned. Keep listening to Charm'n Ent. I do appreciate all my fans and all my followers. All right, peace.